Good morning, thriving warriors. Good morning, people. Today is Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. Today and tomorrow, last 2 days of the month. Still have time to make something happen. My name is Edward Bevilacqua. Here we are at Department of Career Services, where we have a simple goal to help you get from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B. That's it. That's all we're here to do, is help you get from where you are to someplace better, from someday Isle to Successlandia. Okay, good morning, Matt. Day 5. Good for you. Here, day 5. So we're here to help you get from where you are to someplace better. That's it. No big deal. We do it primarily 2 ways. One is repetition, to create routines, to create habits, to create behavior, to create outcomes. That's number 1. And number 2, the real stuff, which is in the worksheet down below, to watch those videos. And so we're, a minute or 2 late this morning, maybe not, but because I went through and I revamped almost all of the little short videos that are in there for Huberman, for Arthur Brooks, for Barbara Oakley, for Goggins. Those have all been updated, and they're now just shorts, little 1, 2, 3, 4 minute things that you can listen to in the car, in the bus, whatever, on a break. Things that will help you create good routines, good habits, good behavior, good outcomes, etc. So, Matt was her. Where are you? Well, I'm here. I'm here in Pahrump. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to pull up the worksheet. The theme of today is don't get kerfuffled. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but let's move on. A forward motion, as Pastor John Gundacker from Calvary Chapel said not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. We want to be rope danglers. The chaplain for the Alaska prison system talked about, we want to be rope danglers. That means the people helping the people who make things happen. And the rope danglers are Acts 9:25, around that area, the guys that lowered Paul down in the basket to safety. The unknown people who did great things. They're just doing what they're supposed to be, missional oriented. Okay, so our program is broken into 2. Well, our program is a 4-part program. So the 4 important parts: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Like a table with 4 legs, or a boat with sails, a rudder mechanism, a way to steer it. The below deck where you can go for safety and store supplies and treasures. And of course, the hull of the ship, the hull of the boat. If those things, if you don't have those, they're not working properly, not a good journey, not a good voyage. So it's our program focuses on that. The podcast is 2 parts: the part that you see on the screen and the part that you do after. All are in the instructions down below. While you're there, please subscribe, share, like, click on the bell, etc. You know the thing. So there's the podcast and the non. The non is a breathing exercise, an attitude of gratitude exercise, an examination of the day before exercise, and a prepare and project the day, go do it exercise. So there's 4 exercises after that you can do in 5, 6, 7 minutes. And we have this podcast here. Again, the purpose of the podcast is to help you create a routine. And the routine then becomes a habit. And the habit turns into behavior. and the behavior leads to outcomes, and the outcomes lead to a better life. Really simple. Boom, 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 boom. So we focus in the podcast, the focus is on planning. Planning. Okay, we focus on planning. You still there, Matticus von Atticus? Check on Matticus von Atticus. Okay, we focus on planning. So here's the start, the foundation of the daily planning is to say, to program, to have as an incantation, something great is going to happen to me today. Boom, I'm driving that stake in the sand. Something great is going to happen to me today. And you have to believe it. Program the RAS so that it's constantly scanning all information available to you to support our belief. So if we believe something great is going to happen today, to me today, if I believe that, not if I think it, not that if I say it, I hope it sticks. No, if I actually believe something great is going to happen to me today, my reticular activating system will constantly be scanning all information available to me, meaning things I can see, hear, smell, taste, touch, etc. All information available to me as the outside world meets my unconsciousness or runs into my senses. Let's say it that way. As the outside world runs into my senses, my RAS, my reticular activating system, will find the things that support my belief. So again, if I have a belief that something great is going to happen to me today, my RAS will do the rest. But if I deep down have this belief, nothing good's going to happen to me today. It's going to be another crappy day, another great. If I have that's my actual belief, that's what my RAS is going to be programmed to target, or to not to target, but to let through the filter of blocking out the rest of the world. Okay. Always look on the bright side. Part of our live podcast is a reminder, create the habit, create the routine, repetition, create a routine, create a habit of always looking on the bright side. Seek uncomfort, not discomfort. Just seek the uncomfortable path. Makes you tougher. Everybody else is going to go the other way. Clearer, less obstacles to get through. Advice from an 80-year-old: live your life so that your epitaph could read no regrets. And in life, it kind of turns out, you learn in law school, at least the law school I went to, that life is a tale of regret. People go to attorneys because they regret doing something or they regret not doing something. And the attorney has to help them figure it out, solve the problem, move forward, etc. Okay, next on planning, 3 simple goals. Have 3 simple goals for today. I've already done a whole bunch of them. I made my bed. I showered, shaved, did my, what do they call it? Whatever, personal hygiene stuff. That's already done. Podcast, done. Already got 3 big things done. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Did my studying. Did my prayers. Did my Darren Daily. Did all of that stuff. All that stuff is done. I've gotten more done by 6 o'clock, by 6:11 than many people get done by 10 a.m. Okay, advice from an 80-year-old: live your life such that your epitaph could read no regrets. All righty then, don't get kerfuffled. Don't get kerfuffled. What is a kerfuffle? Let me read the dictionary definition. Okay, so Oxford Dictionary says a commotion or fuss, especially one caused by conflicting views. Example, there was a kerfuffle over the chairmanship. Merriam-Webster. Kerfuffle, disturbance or commotion, typically caused by a dispute or conflict. Okay, so here's some examples. In all the kerfuffle, nobody seemed to have noticed Harry, which suited him perfectly. This is J.K. Rowling. So all of the commotion, all of the stuff going on. You want to see a kerfuffle? You can sometimes go to a Nye County Republican committee meeting, not the general meetings, but these committee meetings. Go to those meetings where people speak their words. So kerfuffle is when you don't use parliamentary procedure, or you could say parliamentary procedure. Robert's Rules of Order were created to extinguish or avoid kerfuffles. Don't get kerfuffled. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. There's going to be highs, lows, goods, bad, exhilaration, ennui, all kinds of things. Don't get kerfuffled. Keep moving forward. Forward motion. Once again, as Pastor John Bendacker said, forward motion. Keep leaning into it. Keep moving forward. Be like a Navy SEAL. Run or head into the danger, generally, or at least if that's the mission. What else we got? Important stuff. Goggins, good, a lot of swearing. Huberman. I can't remember what that one was about. Arthur Brooks. Short little thing on happiness. Barbara Oakley, always good, learning how to learn. Jordan Peterson today. Okay, that's a big one. Today, the TED Talk for today is IQ. How are we doing for time? IQ. Well, we've got about 1 minute. Every job has an IQ range. You have to be this smart to be able to do the job. Otherwise, all of the employees hate you. Your boss fires you because you don't have an IQ that's high enough. Here, your IQ is too high. If your IQ is here, well, at this point, the job is looking boring and all of your coworkers are looking like morons. So that's not really a job that you want to have. If your IQ is above that, you'll generally start thinking of ways to make it better, ways to improve upon the job. And the problem with that is the job is designed for people here. You're thinking of a job for people who have an IQ like you, so your boss is going to say something like, we're not paying you to come up with new ways to do the job. Just do what we want you to do. Now, I've been fired several times. Well, I've been freed to move on to other opportunities several times in my career because I didn't understand that my good ideas were actually not helpful. So there'd be a bit of a conflict. I'm just giving them a better way to do things. Yeah, but the people who are supposed to do them don't have the ability to do that because their IQ is not high enough. Aha. Okay, so every job has an IQ range. You should be at about 75%. In the top 25%, you should be around 75. Why? Because the job is still challenging, but it's not too hard. The employees, you're generally better than, but you're not. And when you're up here, all the other employees look like idiots and morons. If you're down here, you look like the idiot or moron to all of the other employees. So if it's 75%, you're in that position where you're liked by other employees and you like the other employees. So around 75% is where you want to be. And as you keep learning and growing, you want to start seeking positions that are higher. So that's what you want. I mean, you'd start here in a job and you work your way up to here. When you get up to about here, you move on. And that's how it works. Okay. So what you need to know is, what is your IQ? We can help you with that with the Wonderlic, the test that Jordan Peterson talks about in the videos, the Wonderlic test. We have that. You can take the Wonderlic test. You'll be surprised how low your IQ is. You're going to think you're a genius. You're going to find out your IQ is not really that high. So Now you know your IQ. Then we have the list, the Wonderlic list of here's the jobs that your IQ qualifies for. Here's where you should be looking. Boom. That's it. Simple. Okay, with that, 6:17, time to go. Let's see how people are doing out there. Let's see, Matt. If we don't plan, we plan to fail. Right. Yes, Matt is here. You still there, Matt? You still there? So, a lot of great videos, a lot of great information in the worksheet down below. I will also have it posted on our websites, on the Love Thy Neighbor website and the Thriving Warrior website. Those will be posted there. They will be posted on Facebook. They'll be posted on LinkedIn. Yes, so there's no excuse to not doing it. Okay, jawohl. Okay, Matt, and we will say thank you for being here. Thanks once again, Matt. Congratulations. Day number 5. Just for today. You were here just for today. Wadabevi is in class, so she can't do it. Her class starts at 9, but she does watch. And for everyone else in the world, thank you for being there. We appreciate it. We're here to help you move forward. My contact information is down below. You can always call me because we are here to help you. With that, we're going to say, I'll be back. Hasta la vista.